Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing you and telling you the hardest part of homesteading. And it's not what you think. So we've been doing this for roughly 2.5 years, I believe. I know we've been on YouTube for 2 years, and I think we've been doing this for about 2.5 years, I would say. I'm not really sure, around that time. We've been cutting trees, we've built some enclosures, we've had, you know, some hard times as far as growing vegetables. We've had good seasons, we've had bad seasons, we've had okay seasons. And in every season, you have good and you have bad. And this is the season that we butcher. The hardest part of homesteading is when you have to butcher. So we've raised these two. We got Carter when he was about 6 months old, and we've had him for going on 2 years. About 1.5 years, I would say. And that's my boy. Like, I can say I love him. Coonies, they are slow growers, so they're not your typical feeder pigs. They take about 1 year to like fully develop. I think it's like 18 months or so to fully develop to butcher size. The pigs that we butchered were Elizabeth's offspring, and you know, I really didn't hang out with them much. It was sad. We cried. I think Erica cried a little bit. You know, there was a little bit of a I'm not even gonna say of an attachment. It's just watching an animal get killed can be a little devastating. It's a little sad, right? Taking a life away. But we did it with purpose. We're not just taking the animal's life just to take it, right? We've raised them, we've nurtured them and shown them a beautiful life. They have everything they need. They have everything that a pig could ask for. Oh, cool. So this is just us loading the pigs, and well, they're already loaded. And right here, this is Juan. He's the butcher, and he's the one that does all the butchering for us. Comment below and I'll give you his information. And this is them leaving. So I'll tell you a little bit about what happened. I'm not gonna lie, I'm here. This is the next day and I'm here. And last night I walked back here after church. We were kind of like rushing yesterday too because we were running late for church. Yeah, it really feels empty. It doesn't feel, I don't know how to explain it. We've had animals back in the woods for 2 years already, or about 1.5 years, I think. This is why I say this is the hardest part about homesteading, and that's just having animals that you've kind of bonded with and grew to know and helped raise them. And then when it's time to go off to the butcher, it's just a very surreal moment. It's a little bit tough. And I know some people feel like that towards their chickens. I think a lot of people will feel like that towards the chickens, but I think it's more towards the larger animals like pigs, cows, sheep, you know, things of that nature. Like all the more larger animals. Animals do, no matter if you have them for consumption or as pets, they all have their own little personality, and you start to get to know their personality and you start to bond with them a little bit. And I think it's just human nature. I don't know, I don't want to, you know, for the people that don't bond with their animals or don't get some type of bond from being around them, you know, I guess those are more like insensitive people. Not to say that's bad, but it is what it is. I'm not that guy. I do get a little close to them. Gia was crying yesterday. Yeah, this is the toughest part, man. Kind of lost for words right now still about it. All right, guys, so because of my microphone issues, I'm in the house now. I'm editing the video right now so I can drop it, and I just had to see where I left off at. So basically, butchering animals, I think, will always be something that we would kind of struggle with, but there is a form of satisfaction behind it. And the satisfaction just comes from, you know, us growing these animals and knowing where our food really comes from. It's hard to really say, like going to the supermarket and purchasing it, chicken or beef or whatever is one thing. You know, there's no thought that goes into it. You just go and you buy it. But when you actually raise the animal, it's a little bit different. Oddly enough, the satisfaction does come with it. I promise you. So As tough as it is, this is something that I don't think we would ever stop doing. I think we'll forever, raise our own food. And so the reason why we didn't record the entire process of the butchering was because this wasn't like the last one. We've had these pigs for quite some time, and we don't eat a lot of pork. So that's one of the mistakes that we made with this whole pig operation thing that we were doing, which is fine. This is a good mistake. Now we know what not to do again. And this is advice for you guys. If you're thinking about raising animals, make sure you're raising an animal that you actually eat. Like, we rarely go to the supermarket and purchase pork. So the fact that we were raising pigs, there was something wrong with that there. But that's something that we figured out. Thank God we still have a freezer full of, meat from the last pigs that we butchered. And Juan, he will be giving us some cuts from this pig. We just gave it to him. He just had a baby. And so he knows the way we do things around here. He knows how well we take care of our animals. And so that was just a little deal that we were able to make. Kind of reminds me of like back in the day, I guess. I mean, I'm only 34 years old, but it's like a little bargaining there. And thank you, Juan. I know you watch this video. I know you watch our videos sometimes, so love the hoodie. It fits well. But yeah, so I really wanted to make this video a little bit different, but we just kept having video production issues, and we were having audio issues, and so I made the whole video already, and I just had to like touch on a few things again that I already said outside. One of the things that we want to do from a little bit different next time is, so Erica wants to get some sheep, and we want to get a couple cows, maybe 1 or 2 cows. We eat a lot of beef. We eat a lot of chicken. So the chicken will be happening this summer. I already built the chicken tractor, so I can't wait. I think I may be building another one just to have 2 on rotation. And so that's something that I'm very excited for. We eat a lot of chicken. I take chicken to work all the time. And so I can't wait for that. But yeah, it's all learning, and this is something that I think will always be part of us. Like, these animals, they'll always be in our hearts. And, when we're eating, the food on our table will have a name, unfortunately. So, but thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see the butchering that we did last time, go check that video out. I'm going to put it right here. Thank you for watching. Peace.